I will be discussing about two interesting experiments which I have done in some of my courses in the last 4 years. The first one I call the open mind examination. These are single theme based examination where the question paper is based on a theme or an event which has happened maybe 1 week before the examination, or it could be a fully fictitious story which has been created, and all the questions are based on this single theme. So these question papers typically are 4 to 7 pages long, and it may take 4 to 10 hours for me to set this question paper. Some of the themes which we have covered include ISRO missions, including Mangalyaan, SpaceX missions. Even we had one question paper which was a combination of stories from Rasi and the Ghazi attack movies. So these exams are typically set to be 2.5 hours examination, but we don't put any restriction on students on how much time they can take to write the examination. However, they are not allowed to take the question paper home and return it. So these are not take home examination, these are in-class examination. So these exams usually start at around 6 o'clock in the evening, and we don't put any restriction on how much time they can take. Students have taken up to 12 hours to write this examination, and in between they will be allowed to go out for food, and in some cases we even delivered food on their examination desk. So the basic idea is, do not put restriction on students thinking, let them take as much time as they want to think and write their solve their problems in the question paper. So the second change which we did afterwards is called something like a 5-minute free hit during an examination. So during the free hit, students are free to refer to textbooks, they can refer to internet, and they can continue writing their examination. So the second idea which we want to bring in is that the focus should not be on memorizing concept, rather than it should be on thinking and trying to solve the problem without much constraints. So that's why we call it an open mind examination. In the recent times, what has happened is it has again moved on to become open Google examination, in the sense students are allowed to refer to content online or to textbooks throughout their time whenever they are writing the examination.
I think open mind exam is one of the craziest exam I have ever given, because I think, just think about it, I mean, you have 12 hours at a stretch, and you have a story and you have to figure out what are the problems in that story which is relevant to the course, and then you have to implement everything you have learned in that course and solve it. It's like sort of a research proposal you are writing. You are identifying the problem statements using all the tools, technical tools that you have learned in that course, and giving a technical solution for that, a limited technical solution, and justifying your solution. So it was really good. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Major difficulty with the open mind exam was how to correct the answers, because there are no unique answers, because the questions are like that. So depending on the way you start thinking about the problem, you can have an entirely different answer compared to a friend who was attempting the same question. So it usually takes time to understand what students have written, because you can't have a single key for these question papers. So it was also an enriching experience on understanding the way students think, and students think differently when they are challenged with these type of questions.
So when I got to know that we are going to have a 12-hour long examination for our analog circuits course, I was really surprised at the time, because that is something that was unheard of. But in the hindsight now, having given that paper, I think so it was a very enriching experience. The main reason for that is that the examination was designed in such a way to test our understanding of the concepts and our ability to apply those concepts to solve real life problems. And actually, the idea behind giving 12 hours for the duration of the examination was to give the freedom to the students to go as thorough as possible with their solutions, to be as innovative as they want. And that is something that I really took away from the paper. And even during the exam duration, I was having eureka moments that yes, okay, I know this theoretically, and yes, I can apply this to solve this practical problem. So that actually gave me a sense of fulfillment during the examination as well. And apart from that, the scenarios that were given to us required us to apply multiple concepts at the same time. So that actually helped me connect the dots between various concepts as well. That kind of cemented my understanding of the overall course. So overall, I think so. It was a very engaging experience and an examination during which I learned a lot, and definitely one of my best memories at IIT Gandhi.
Open mind exams are among the most memorable exams I've ever given. You have all the resources in the world and one problem to solve, one crisis every time. And there's no single right or wrong answer, and that helps you to come up with novel ideas to solve real world problems. And once you start clearing out this conventional exam mindset, you just start enjoying the story. I remember once we were all so engrossed that we just wrote the entire paper under a flashlight, and we still had a lot of fun.
So this has been an interesting experiment. We had very interesting experiences throughout this examination model. In 2018, I remember we had an examination where at 1:30 in the morning we had a power cut. Okay, and students used mobile phones, the flashlight of mobile phones to write their examination. So we had many such interesting experiences during this examination. So the second experiment which I would like to discuss is called alumni in class. So in this experiment, what we did is that we invited IIT Gandhinagar alumni to be part of the class and talk to students in the class for just 10 minutes once a week, one person per week, and just discuss about their journey starting from IIT Gandhinagar till now. The main idea was just to give an flavor about opportunities outside IIT Gandhinagar or outside the after graduation to our students, and to have them have higher levels of aspiration on what they can do after their graduation.
The demands of the market change over time, so you always have to keep learning. But finding the right match between your skills that you learn in college and what the market needs when you graduate is very important. The Alumni in Class program that is run by Professor Nithin George is very useful in this regard. This teaching innovation helps students understand what are the different options they have once they graduate, and it also helps them prepare for all of these options well in advance. I am truly honored to have been invited to Alumni in Class sessions over the past several years, and I look forward to talking to students through these sessions in the coming years.
The alumni in class, I mean, sitting in a class, in some undergraduate class of IIT Gandhinagar, I really want to know the possibility, like what people have done. And alumni in class was that for me. I mean, it was telling me the experiences of people who were in my foot and what right now they are doing in their life. That built a confidence inside me that okay, these all are the possibilities I can actually do, because people who have taken these kind of courses and done same kind of things, they have done it, so even I can do it, right? So that kind of confidence I got from alumni in class, and after that it was just about figuring that which path I want to pursue.
Another interesting part of the course was the alumni in class sessions that we used to have, in which professor used to invite some of the IIT Gandhinagar alumni who are working in like tech giants like Amazon, Flipkart, Google, etc. And some of the MS and PhD students or some civil service officer, etc. And it these sessions really helped me in like broadening my vision about what should I do after my BTech. and it was like one of the key reasons why which like motivated me for doing masters after my BTech.
Alumni in class is another very interesting initiative. People who were just sitting in our seats few years back are now doing amazing things in life. To the confused junior undergrad it was like hope saying it'll all be just fine, just keep learning. And because of this program, I was able to meet new alumni, new people, and also build connections to these alumni. Because of which I was also able to seek their guidance and help when deciding about my future plans about graduate studies.
Thank you.